Hello, my name is Renee Leith Manos. Welcome to this podcast, Where to From Here, featuring conversations about luxury travel and how it's changing in every pocket of the globe. People often ask me why I want to go to Europe and stay in a 5-star hotel during winter. But I actually find that for me, it's just the best time of year because of the atmosphere and because European hotels know how to keep warm and how to really embrace the whole winter season in a way that perhaps in the southern part of the world, particularly here in Australia, we kind of don't. One of my favorite winter hotels is the Hotel Plaza Athenée. I have been so lucky in my career. I've stayed there maybe 3 or 4 times and pretty much always in winter, and it's just absolutely spectacular. This is, of course, the hotel where Sex and the City went to Paris. That's where they stayed. And the very first time I stayed there, I stayed in the same suite that Sarah Jessica Parker's character Carrie stayed in. So that actually was in a warmer part of the year, and it has a balcony that overlooks the Eiffel Tower. We can see the Eiffel Tower. The hotel is located in Avenue de Montaigne. It's one of the fashionable streets in the whole of Paris. And the hotel has always had a relationship with the fashion world and with fashion editors. And Christian Dior is just directly across the road. And even the spa is the Dior Spa, again, reflecting the amazing fashion culture. Now, this spa is just something way out of the ordinary. Of course, it uses all of the beautiful Dior products. And actually next to the spa, they have a gym. And I am someone who uses the gym every day. I tend to eat too much, so it's a great opportunity to really use the facility. And they just have the best equipment. The last time I was there, they had a machine that you can actually box against sort of a computer, which was really encouraging. So you felt like going there every day. But the architecture of the hotel is just absolutely classic. It's a heritage building. The hotel opened in 1913. And one of the most incredible things is when you first walk into the hotel as a guest to check in, and there's a lineup of about 8 staff or however many around, I suppose, who all greet you and say hello, and they remember you. So each time I go back there, they know what sort of coffee I like, what drinks I like, which is just a beautiful touch. And when you walk to the elevator, it's down a huge long carpet with chairs at the side, and that's where people can sort of have beautiful afternoon tea at the hotel. During the afternoon tea, one of the big highlights is the hot chocolate. They have a really special, rich recipe. It comes in a silver pot and you pour it out into the cup, and it's just absolutely gorgeous. And the other really big thing that hits you at the Hotel Plaza Athenée is the fragrance. It's become very trendy for high-level luxury hotels to have their own fragrance, and they have had theirs for decades. It's a kind of a soft amber is how I would describe it, and it just envelopes you the minute that you walk in. It's not too strong. It's something that you sort of notice after a while, but it is just absolutely beautiful, and you can smell the fragrance the minute you walk into the lobby. And in that lobby at Christmas time, which is in winter, they have huge Christmas trees, and each year one of the treats when I stay each time is to see what the Christmas tree is. It can be different colors, it can have different sorts of presents, and it's just absolutely beautiful. They also have a garden in summer that in winter they turn into an ice skating rink. There's 154 rooms in the hotel. Many are suites. I've stayed in the biggest suite there, which I think can house a family of 4. It's got its own lounge room and dining room, beautiful views. A lot of the rooms have been renovated, so they're super, super spectacular. And one of the highlights I haven't mentioned is breakfast. The restaurant is actually run by the incredible chef Alain Ducasse, and the breakfast room has these large, massive chandeliers, and you sit under these chandeliers, which is very dramatic for breakfast. And you sit there, and as you sit down, there's an incredible breakfast basket, because France is, of course, known for having some of the best pastries, if not the best pastries in the world. And the breakfast basket has not just your croissants and things, but sort of coloured, decadent cakes, a cake of almost every colour, which is lovely to enjoy, and a menu that, I'm never have been a breakfast person, but I always have breakfast when I stay in that hotel. There's different sorts of eggs, there's different sorts of hams, there's different vegetarian and vegan options. And it's quite social in the morning, because often being a travel writer, I might be there on my own and people will come and say hello. The staff know you. They'll talk about what you're doing that day. So it's a real experience. And one of the great things about staying in the Hotel Plaza Athénée in winter is they have a fantastic bar there. So beautiful restaurants. So you don't actually have to leave. But if you do want to leave, I find there's about 4 or 5 really fantastic restaurants within 60 seconds, maybe 2 minutes walking off the hotel. One of my favorites is a bistro called Chez André, and that has been there seemingly forever and is just a classic French bistro with just amazing dishes, not too expensive. And again, you get an amazing crowd of global people, and the tables are very tight together, so you really do get to talk to people if you want to. The other really famous restaurant in walking distance is L'Avenue. Of course, this is the place to spot any celebrity who's in Paris. And I also love cramming in there next to people, and people often talk to you and say hello. And it's always got a very global and eclectic crowd. So look, if you are lucky enough, to stay at the Hotel Plaza Athénée, I'm sure like me, it's a memory you will treasure forever. Particularly, I'm just thinking, in the middle of winter when Avenue de Montagne is white because it's just been snowing, and you walk down the avenue and you're all rugged up in your fur coat and you walk into that hotel, and it really does feel like arriving in a palace. And the staff just look after everyone who stays there as if they're a king and queen. So yeah, hopefully I'll get there again soon. Don't forget to subscribe here and follow us on Instagram and Facebook for regular travel updates. You can also hear our episodes on Spotify and Apple Podcasts.